My name is Nic Laidlaw. I'm a movement and lifestyle coach from Sydney's Northern Beaches in Australia. I've been practicing for the last 12 years, refining this craft to help people essentially step into the best version of themselves. A big base of my practice has been ocean-based over the years. A lot of my clients are surfers, and I'm really stoked to be working with Kale and the Surfer's Roadmap to bring you guys this course. So what we're doing is we're linking up towards the pop-up. I'm going to slowly extend my spine. I'm going to slide my foot between my two hands. It's going to give you some mobility, some strength, and some very specific tools that you can translate straight away into the ocean to increase your quality of time in the surf. And if that means that you become a better surfer, that is what I'm here for.
I think a warm-up is really important for the surf, because what you're wanting to do, more importantly than stretch your body or elongate your tissue, you're wanting to neurologically and physically prepare yourself for what you're going to be doing in the ocean. So whether that's jumping up and down and warming up your body, warming the tissue, whether it's recreating some low to high patterns, touching your toes, rotating your spine, it's all going to really prepare you physically and mentally for what you're about to do. So first we're going to begin with just a nice easy torso twist. We're just going to see how is the spine reacting to gravity today. How is my upper body and lower body integrating together? I have my arms really loose. I pivot off my inside foot so that the movement's coming from my hip to my shoulder and crossing over all of these joints in between. When warming up, I'd like to choose exercises and stretches that cover a really big part of the body. So cross over lots of different joints. The more complex, the better as well, because it's going to warm up your brain. And then as we progress through this, we can start, speaking of which, going from high to low. So then, big part of surfing is about compressing and lengthening. It's about knowing when to be light and when to add power. Because we don't need heaps of strength with surfing, we just need the right amount of timing to be able to do it well. We can just check in with the spine on a more sagittal plane. So that's where we just roll down with the breath, roll up, and just taking the spine through different movements and positions that it may experience in the surf. When we are in our day-to-day life, we can often be really limited in how much our body changes position. But when we're in the ocean, we're asked of a lot. Our spine is asked to do a lot of extending when we're paddling, and then a lot of flexion when we're on our surfboard, and it's asked to change positions really frequently. So let's just prepare that as best as we can. It's like lubricating the joints. So again, this can be something that you can check in with every day of the week, and you can monitor your progression as the weeks go by with how comfortable this position is. So first, when I started practicing in this position, my bum was up high and I was like, I can get here, but I can't do much once I'm here. And then after practicing it for years, I can be strong here as well as mobile, and I can be flexible in this position as well. So just investigating, how does it feel to be in this crouch position? And if this isn't achievable, you can hold on to an object like a pole or something, or you can put some things under your heels to make it a little bit easier. But while we are here, let's see how does it feel to open up the hips, reach one hand across the body, expand the other really high. I activate my hands so I'm connected from my feet to my hands. Hand across the body, open up the chest. If you're less flexible in this position, have your hips higher. You can still do the same thing. From there, I'll lean myself into the right, encourage my left knee out. I can do this with either my hand or my elbow. And again, just opening up the hips. The pelvis is the gateway to all movement. So the more that we can foster openness and integrity through the hips, the better our experience is going to be in the ocean, likely. So from here, I'll just go forward onto my hands. Then I'll start lengthening the hips in a different way. So my hips go from being in a high position, and then I step forward and land as lightly as I can. Breathe in as my body's nice and high. Breathing out as I step forward. Just finding that length and shortening. So after about 2 or 3 each side, you can then begin to open the chest. Foot comes forward, I land as lightly as I can. The lighter you land and the easier you can step forward, you can measure improvements. And then I open my chest. Next time I do this, I'll see, can I be strong in this awkward position? Can I lower myself down and up? How does that feel? Lowering myself down and up. From there I can return back to the squat. And here I'm just going to have a play around, and you'll see this in the course, where I'm just going to pick a few positions, see if I can then stack my shoulder above my hand and back. Reach out, stack the shoulder above the hand and back. Going behind, shoulder above the hand and back, and just playing around. Really, as we look and invert ourselves, that helps our vestibular system, and that has to do with our awareness of where we are in time and space. So when you're surfing, we go from looking down at our surfboard to looking up to the sky, hopefully tracking your hand where you're going. And as the head's moving around, there's so much motion happening that our body needs to catch up. So to do this before going into the ocean, our neurology is going to be prepared more and more for this. From there we can open up the hips further, left to right, dig the heels in. I'm forever searching for this bouncy quality, so I'm not just super loose like an overcooked bit of spaghetti that's got no integrity, but I also don't want to be rigid like a bit of stainless steel that doesn't move at all. So I'm looking for that nice balance between hardness and softness. So using my, again, if this is hard for you, you can have your hips high and just walk your hands left to right. From there, bring my feet in, and I'm here because I want to go shredding, so I want to spend as little time on the beach as possible. So now's the time to get out there. Hope you enjoyed.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out our brand new Surf Movement Flow series at thesurfersroadmap.com. It's designed to increase your flexibility, your stability, and your confidence out in the surf. It's a minimalist approach, and you can follow along at home. Check it out at the link in the description below.